Is modern convenience better than good old-fashioned elbow grease? Let's find out in today's Garden Gadget Showdown. One of the most annoying places to get weeds is growing in your gravel. If unattended, your beautiful gravel driveway can become completely overgrown. This thing is a pull and push weeder. And apparently it works really well in gravel. It's made by Wolfgarten and is one of their multi-change click system tools. It's got this really interesting wavy cutting blade, which is 15 centimeters wide. You do have to use it with one of their handles. There are multiple different lengths and styles available. And once you've got one, there's over 50 interchangeable tools that can be connected. I'm using a 1.5 meter aluminium handle, and the weeder just clips in place. Okay, so it seems to be working. This thing's really easy to use. I'm loving this. Just drag it back and forward underneath the weeds. And if we take a look at what's come out, for most of them it's pulled the roots out too, so they won't be growing back. There are a couple though which have been cut off, but if they do grow back, it'll be really easy to tackle them with this tool. But next we're going to try two different tools, one manual and one electric, for removing the weeds in between these slabs. You could do it by hand, but it would take a long time and is quite tiring for your fingers. First we're going to try this. It's this L-shaped forged carbon steel hand tool which can be used for weeding and other things. In between these slabs there is no pointing, it's just mud, so I don't have to worry too much about that. But check that out! Pretty cool, huh? With just a couple of scrapes, it cleans out the joint. That really does make it very easy. But let's try something a little bit tougher, like this grass. It does take a bit more work. You have to really scratch and try and get underneath it. But it's not really a problem. I am impressed. It's not just cutting the weeds off, it also removes the roots. Do a sweep up after, and in just a few minutes, there's a big transformation. Next we're going to try this. It's a cordless grout cleaner from the German company Hedge, and it looks like a really interesting gadget, so let's try it out. Open it up, and inside the box, we've got this tray of little bits and pieces. Oh, and it's connected to the handle. Unwrap this. This must be the motor, and the handle pushes into place to connect it. A quick flick through the instructions, and assembling it doesn't look too difficult. This guide wheel just clips to the side here. Then on this side, we need to install the guard. It fixes down with a couple of screws that they supply. And it also comes with two cleaning brushes. This nylon one and a steel one. Let's try this one first of all. Slide it over the shaft and line it up, then screw on the nut. They supply a couple of hand tools to tighten it up. The pole is telescopic, so it's easy to store, tighten it up, and fold out the handle. This is adjustable with a quick release clamp. This handle's got a safety switch here, and is powered by their 18-volt battery system. So squeeze the trigger and... oh wow! Well, it's removed that. Check that out, it's done a pretty good job. But the weeds in this area are a little bit bigger. If I go back and forth a couple of times, it's taken care of most of them. If I try it on this patch of grass, it's pretty useless, but it's not really what it's designed for. But if I use it on these pavers, it is very effective at getting in between the small gaps and cleaning out any moss or weeds. It does struggle to remove grass though, even just small amounts. But what if we try the other brush? I swapped the nylon one for the steel one. Tighten it back up. And let's see if this works any better for grass. Well, it's definitely a bit more aggressive. You can see here, it's still not managed to remove the grass though. And it's actually left scrub marks on the bricks too. But I would say it's definitely more aggressive than the nylon brush. It does cut through stuff quicker, and it is doing a good job. But if you have got large weeds coming through, I don't think you can really beat a strimmer. It doesn't clean the roots out completely, but they are very, very quick and effective. But what do you think? Have you tried any of these? And which is your go-to weeder? One thing that is really nice about the battery-operated equipment is, once you've bought the batteries, you can typically use it for various other equipment too. I wanted to try out this Einhell Hedge cutter, which runs on the same 18-volt battery. It features things like a laser cut blade, a cutting collector, and a wall holder for hanging it up. And it's got this clever handle with safety switches on each side that you have to press down before you can press the trigger. I used it quite a bit and found it to be really effective, and there's definitely some major benefits over using a petrol hedge cutter. And although I haven't got the perfect hedge for trying out this rake, this is how to use it. It just clips to the top of the cutting blades, here. Then when you're cutting your hedge, it's supposed to push any clippings off the top as you're moving it forward. And actually, that seems quite effective. If we try the old-fashioned manual garden shears way of cutting a hedge, it certainly takes a lot longer. So in this instance, I'll definitely give the electric hedge cutter the win. But next, let's try out this miniature saw. Apparently it uses nano blade technology, and the saw blade is maintenance free, so it won't need sharpening or oiling. So here it is. It's a smart looking thing. There's a bit of weight to it, and it feels good quality. Here's the safety switch, which can be accessed from either side, so it's ideal if you're using it with your left or right hand. And oh, it's working, even with the cover on the blade. The battery clips into the handle here. I'm going to remove it while we take a closer look. If we unclip this bit, it gives access to the blade. You can lift it straight out. Let's have a look. With the cover removed, you can see it's basically a very small chainsaw. Apparently the teeth are 4mm big. And of course, you can purchase replacements if you break it. To refit it, slide it back over the spline and shut the cover. It comes with a 12-volt 2Ah battery, and I'm really looking forward to trying it out. It's even got this little indicator light, and I think there's a picture of a fuel pump on it, and it lights up red if you need to recharge the battery. There's this strap hanging off the handle, which I thought was to put around your wrist while you're using it, which I thought might be a bit dangerous. Then I read in the instruction manual, it's not for that, it's for hanging it up from. I charged up the battery, then tried it out on some wood. My first thoughts are it's a little bit slow, to be honest. It didn't struggle, it just took a long time. I suppose it's because the saw teeth are so small. But you can see the offcut is pretty neat. But is it any good for cutting up garden sticks? This piece is about 1 inch in diameter, and although it looks quite promising to start with, it really does take quite a while to cut through. I started a timer, and it took just over 10 seconds. I think it would be quicker with a handsaw, maybe even a penknife. Or you could certainly do it quicker with some garden loppers. I carried on and cut up the whole stick, and I've speeded up this footage because it was taking so long. I found it quite frustrating to use, which was a shame. Even cutting this dead stick off a tree seemed to take forever. It may be a handy tool for some craft projects, but I don't think I'm going to be using it for gardening. But this circular saw should be able to cut through things a lot quicker. It's got a 150mm diameter saw blade with 24 cutting teeth. It's easy to adjust the miter angle and cutting depth. It comes with a guide that slides in and clamps on. And it's powered by an 18-volt battery. And it chops up this piece of board so easily. Pretty cool, huh? Then I installed the guide to cut a strip off all the way along the side. That's so much quicker than you could do it with a handsaw. There's a vacuum attachment at the back to suck up any sawdust, and the battery is interchangeable with lots of other power tools too. So it's really versatile and convenient for DIYers. But now, if you want to see some more really cool garden gadgets, like this mini chainsaw that's surprisingly good, or this auger drill to help with planting flowers, you can click on the link here. Have fun, stay safe, and as always, thanks for watching.